Has this ever happened to you?
That bit just cuts me off. Fuck.
If it did, that means you are under mild stress and you need some time off. Lucky for you, I know just the thing that's gonna help you.
Hey, what's up guys? How are y'all doing? I'm hoping you're doing alright because your favorite pharmacist is back for another video. In this video, I am going to show you how you can make salt baths. It is quite easy, it is quite simple, and you'll be enjoying it every single day of your life if you want to. This is gonna be so much fun and it's gonna be so cool, you'll see. For this sweet project, you'll be needing a couple of ingredients. On my right hand side we have olive oil, sea salt, and lavender oil. Of course you can switch this one if you prefer some other oil. And on my left we have sodium bicarbonate, citric acid, and since I did not have purified starch, I am going to be using mama's flour. Wait, we have forgotten the most important thing, which is the bowl, because without it, we'll have powder everywhere. So let's make some salt baths. First, we'll be adding 15 grams of starch. Or, in this case, 15 grams of flour. Then we'll be adding 25 grams of citric acid, which apparently comes with a spoon of its own. Then we add 25 grams of salt. And last but not least, 50 grams of sodium bicarbonate. And 50. And now comes the hardest part of this, which is mixing the powders together well. According to the pharmacopoeia, which is something that pharmacists use, you should be mixing this for 25 minutes in order to mix it properly. So yeah, this will take time. When you're done mixing, you should get a homogeneous powder, and then you're ready for the next step. The next step is, I would say, the trickiest one, and that is adding olive oil into the powder. It is the trickiest because you should put enough so that the powder sticks together, but not too much, because then it just looks bad and you're gonna just get all messy and stuff. So remember, enough but not too much. Just a wee bit more. And last but certainly not least, we put in lavender oil. And we're gonna just add 2 or 3 drops, because if we add too much, it's going to be quite uncomfortable. Before I start forming this powder, I would like to point out a few aesthetic things, and that is, if you want to add glitter, it's all up to you. Also, if you want to add some flower petals, that is also available, and if that's your thing, you should go for it. Normally when forming, I would usually make a giant blob, but since this is Easter time, I thought I'm gonna do a rabbit. Yeah, this is probably the ugliest rabbit in the world, but I tried. Now that all is done, all I have to do now is soak this one into water and let the magic begin.
Part 2 of this video is going to be a short explanation of all the ingredients and their role inside our formulation. Roll of salt is kind of simple because the roll of salt is simple. It contains impurities such as magnesium that are very beneficiary. They help, or rather the ions help your muscles recover faster, make them more relaxed, and the salt is going to remind you of the beaches that we're missing right now. Citric acid and sodium bicarbonate we add into our formulation because together in water they react and they give CO2 bubbles. And those bubbles are beneficiary because they help magnesium ions go through the skin more easily. And not just magnesium ions, there are some other stuff that we are going to talk about later, but basically that's it. The role of olive oil is twofold. One, it holds the mass together, which makes it more processable. We can make it however we want it to. And the second role is inside of it. It contains vitamin E and other antioxidants that are very good for your skin. They help your skin recover faster, and for centuries it has been used for very dry skin. And last but not least, the role of starch is to increase the mass of the powder, meaning we can have more to work with and create an Easter bunny, for example. In official terms, this role is known as the role of a filler. That would be it for now. If you liked the video, there is a button underneath the screen that looks something like this, so please hit that button. And if you want to follow more content and you want to follow the content that's coming up, please make sure to hit this button. It's also underneath the screen. And for now, that would be it. See you in the next one.